Hello again, everyone. Age of Dune here, and we're back with another League of Legends Shoutcast. This is actually my second attempt of tonight, because my previous attempt, for whatever reason, it said this game ended with no results. I don't know if it was DDoSed or what, but unfortunately, did not end up getting to see the end of it, which kind of sucks, because I was 29 minutes into that, and it was actually really close to the end, too, which was very disappointing. But I ended up choosing these games because of this guy right here. Hi, I'm Gosu. Recently, CLG announced that they were picking him up as a sub. I'm not sure what sort of sub this is because, you know, in NA, subs seem to just kind of be more for name. They said at the beginning of the season, oh, yeah, we're going to be using them to trade people in and out if people aren't performing, and yeah, whatever. Didn't end up happening. Pretty much ever. TSM got Night Blue 3 for a while, and he was their sub, but about all that really meant was that he was streaming under their name. He didn't seem to practice with them or anything else, and I don't know if that's the sort of sub that he's going to be here or if it's going to be something else. What I do know is that fairly recently, Doublelift has tweeted a little bit about possibly retiring. Keep in mind that this was said in the heat of the moment, and it was after a pretty crushing victory, which, you know, emotions were high. And that's the sort of thing that it causes you to say some things that you might end up not actually agreeing with later on. So hopefully that's not actually going to be the case. But if it is, then maybe that's actually why they decided to announce this. Because maybe Hayam Ghostu is going to be stepping up. I don't know. We'll have to see. I do know that if that did end up happening, I would actually be kind of sad. Because to anybody who knows me, that is probably like, what? I like CLG's bot lane. I like Afromu and I like Doublelift. For a while, I kind of had a problem with Doublelift in the same sense that a lot of other people had a problem with him. He seemed really cocky. He acted really cocky. And that's, once I actually watched him a lot more, I came to realize that that's exactly what that is. It was an act. He was acting cocky. He's not actually, after watching his stream and everything, he's not really like that. And I really like that about him. One of the things that really stuck out was in the CLG versus Curse game. This is just beforehand, so I'm not giving you any spoilers. But beforehand, you saw Dexter say, hey, we can't lose this. We've been practicing 3 weeks for this. And then immediately after that was followed by Doublelift saying, no, we've been practicing a year for this. And that right there, that really stuck out to me, because one of the things that really bothered me about CLG and their decision to go to Korea was that just slightly beforehand, Dexter tweeted something to the effect of, "We're gonna go to Korea and we're gonna learn more in those 3 weeks than we did for an entire split at NA." And at the time, CLG was 5th. If they weren't learning things from NA, he was obviously, somebody was doing something wrong, and that really kind of rubbed me the wrong way. And to have Doublelift going off and saying, no, this isn't. Hold on, we're gonna take a look at the gank that happened up here and continue this thought in a moment. We've got a gank coming in here from the Evelyn onto the Lulu, and she comes right around. Not really all that surprising. In she comes, does land the slow onto the Lulu, but the Lulu flashed and landed a slow of her own onto Aurelia. She gets really low here, but she actually does end up going down, or ends up getting out. So very nice on her part. And in the meantime, not much going on down here. A lot of harass coming out from Sejuani onto the Zed here. He's suffering quite a bit. But that really struck me, and it really made me like Doublelift even more, because it made me feel like he didn't completely underestimate what was going on, you know, with the rest of the season. It is directed camera. Okay. Like, spending an awful lot of time down here, but I guess it's because there's a lot of back and forth going on. But we do have another gank coming in here from the Evelyn, and Lulu's actually getting really low, but so is Aurelia. Aurelia does actually manage to finish her off there, though, just before Lulu probably would have been able to finish her off. So a nice gank coming in from Evelyn, not expected at all there from that Lulu. And that ended up doing really nasty things to Lulu, because she just used her teleport to get back up here, and now she's dead. And she's gonna miss out on all the CS and the XP and everything, and it just gave Aurelia a huge lead there. CS-wise, amusingly, actually no, she's 2 ahead. So it's not a huge difference, but of course the actual difference in the kill there is actually going to be pretty big. But yeah, as I was saying, I really came to like Doublelift even more after he said that, because it showed that he's not treating NA like a joke. And it kind of felt like that's how Dexter feels about it. I don't know if that's just, just a misstatement on his part or a misunderstanding on my part, but it definitely felt that way, coupled with the fact that CLG ended up going ahead and going to Korea for Super Week. It just rubbed me the wrong way, and now I definitely like that. Nice slow there from the Lulu. Flash came in there from Sejuani, ended up securing that kill, and that's going to help the Lulu out a lot as well, because that's going to offset some of that difference that the Irelia got. She's coming to lane, of course, and she doesn't really have anything to do anything with that yet, but she will later. This is actually mid King, and I think that's Bjergsen. I'm not 100% certain. It might also be, I believe, maybe Link? No. Shifter. I think it's either Bjergsen or Shifter. One of them is King mid. And one is mid King. And I'm not sure which is which. But I know it's one of those. But he's actually going to be jungling this game anyway. Zac going in. It's kind of strange as well seeing a Zac support. Alistar shoves Evelynn against the wall. A lot of damage coming out, but Alistar is actually able to get out of this. In goes the Tristana. Gets a kill there. She jumps back in. Zac is really low. Corki flashes in. He goes down. The kill goes to the Alistar. And the Zac, of course, is going to go down as well. That is 2 kills there for Tristana and 1 for Alistar. That is huge right there, because Tristana is such a massive late game carry. That right there just gave Gosu a huge bonus, because he scales so much better than Corki. And to get those 2 kills and an assist, that's going to hurt a lot for this bot lane. And very likely we're going to see Hayam Gosu widening this gap. Lulu is shoving the Irelia back. She is actually getting pretty dangerous as well. And honestly, just all around, this red team has been doing really well. Pretty impressed. But let's go ahead and put everybody in order here. I'm done for now talking about CLG. I'm kind of okay with seeing Hayam Gosu, just because from what I understand, he is actually a pretty popular streamer, which means he can't be that bad of a guy. And I've watched some of his streams. I don't really remember much because it's been a while. But from what I do remember, I enjoyed him as well. So it wouldn't break my heart too much to see him for his merit. It would just be sad for me because Doublelift would be gone. But we'll see what ends up happening there. We've got another gank coming in from the Evelynn. And I don't really think we'll see anything out of this. The Sejuani does have her ult, so if they decide to go for this, she can go ahead and ult. The Malphite's headed over as well. If Evelynn goes for this, it may end up turning out against them very quickly. There we go. In goes the Sejuani. In goes the Malphite as well. Zed goes down. Evelynn comes in, trying her best to finish off Malphite, but gets stunned there by the Sejuani. And she's forced back. And this right here, that's what I was talking about before. Those 2 kills are going to snowball completely out of control. Alistar puts a ward down, punts the Corki against the wall. In goes the Tristana, and Corki goes down. Zac's not able to do anything except take damage. He, of course, has a slow and a pop-up and everything else. But in this case, didn't even matter. He was not able to save his ally. And that means this tower is going to take a lot of damage, and he's not going to be able to force them back. About all he can do is Q, and of course his W up close. But even with that, he's got really bad wave clear. And there you go. The tower got really close to going down. Zac is actually going to go down here. In jumps the Tristana. Down goes the Zac. Question is, will Alistar get out? No. Alistar ends up going down, which means it is actually a support for support. But the kill went to Tristana, and the kill went to Zac. So that is going to be even more of a lead for Tristana. She's 4-0-1, and things are not looking good for the blue team. Not at all. Very much not at all. Irelia going in onto the Lulu. The shield comes out, blocks some of it, but really doesn't do too much. She's actually taking quite a bit. Misses her Q, but she's forced to go ahead and ulti herself. She's going to be able to get out of this. By the way, I do have this game. I kind of like it. And she's going to be fine. Lands a Q there onto Aurelia this time, and that actually did quite a bit of damage, but we've got Zed coming in for a gank. Somehow Lulu guessed it. Zed's been MIA for a while, so she backed up just in time. She's going to be able to get out of this. Puts it down to ward, and gonna be okay. The sweeper actually came out there from Zed saying, what was it, warded or something? No, it wasn't. She just had a really good read there. Very nicely done by her indeed. And Malphite back to the jungle. Back to the jungle. Right, down here we've got Gosu continuing just to widen that lead there. 70 CS to 61, which is definitely a really big lead. And we've got another gank coming in here onto that Zed. Oh. He gets popped up by Sejuani, and then immediately after he gets ultied by Malphite. That's a huge amount of damage right there. And then they're just able to kill him before he's able to do anything. He wasn't able to shadow out, wasn't able to do anything. He just died. And they're going for this tower now. Evelyn's coming down here for a possible gank on bot. I don't really think that would be a good idea. We've already seen her attempt a gank on bot, and all it did was get the enemy 3 kills. So if this ends up going in, it may end up working out really poorly for them. There we go. Zach going in. Gonna go in on the Alistar, who goes at it immediately. Ults immediately. Alistar pumps the bolt up. Tristana just sitting in the back lane doing tons of damage, but not able to do enough as she did get exhausted. But now she goes in. Out comes the heal. Heal comes out as well from Hayam Gosu. Jumps back in. Goes down though. Corki ends up getting the shutdown, and he's going to be forcing this Alistar back. Well, Alistar will get out of this, but in comes Sejuani from behind. These guys are going for the tower, and Sejuani is here. And that's going to turn it back around. Out comes the ult, roots them into place. In she goes. Alistar and Sejuani together, able to finish off the Zac, and that's going to be a dead Corki as well. Didn't even end up finishing off the Alistar before he died. So, again, they came down here, tried to go for the kill, ended up giving up 3 kills. Yeah, they got one, but it's not worth it when you give up 3 kills for it. No words here from the blue team was a big part of that. Not sure what's going on with Zed. He's actually tanking a lot of damage there. Doesn't end up being able to finish. Oh, just kidding. He does finish off the Malphite. That last tick of Ignite was just enough to finish him off. I guess he had, Oh, just kidding. Oh, man. He's like, yeah, I'm good. No. In comes the Sejuani, and she says, you die. Nicely done. He couldn't do anything. Die he did. Interesting, by the way, to see Sejuani win. Not something you normally see. Oh, man, Zach, you're taking a ton of damage. Don't go for this. But in comes the Evelyn. Tristana jumps out, but in comes Alistar. And Zed's getting really low. Corki getting punted there. And in comes the Evelyn, revealing herself. But again, Tristana's doing a lot of damage. She's now going for Corki. Corki forced to flash. Down goes Hayam Gosu, this time to the Evelyn. And Evelyn gets a kill there onto the Alistar as well. Malphite headed down. These guys are all really low. If they stick around, which they already have, they're dead. Malphite ult goes in. Down goes Corki. Down goes Evelyn. The question is, will Zac? I think Zac's going to get out of this. But that's another 2 kills. This time, at least, they got 2 kills before they gave 2 kills. But again, not really helping. And... oh, nice flash there. Just barely gets her out of this. In comes Zed. And Lulu says, no, you're going to die. Trying her best. Aurelia goes in to secure the kill, and that is a dead Lulu. Lulu does not have teleport again, so she's not going to be able to go for this. But there's a ping here from the red team saying, let's go for the dragon. Finally, though, there is a lull in the action, so I can go ahead and actually list the players, which normally I do a whole lot sooner. Thanks to the discussion about CLG earlier, though, that was a big part of it, too. So up at the top lane, we've got Aurelia, played by Kiona, and she's against the Lulu, played by Pig. Mid lane, we've got Zed, played by Yunha, versus oddly, probably Call, which is, I'm guessing, probably from Complexity, but I'm not 100% certain. It could just be, somebody making use of the name. Playing Sejuani. Down the bot lane, we've got Virus on Corki against Hayam Gosu, playing the Tristana. The Zac is the support there. Oh, man, he went in, uses his ult, but she's able to jump out, and not really much goes on. Sejuani headed down. Evelyn says, oh crap, watch out. Watch out. And not really going to have much happen from this. These wards are here, and these guys are backing off. So yeah, this roam there from the Sejuani not going to end up working out there for them. Alright, Retrubtion is the Alistar. Retrubtion. Alright, Retrubtion playing the Alistar against the Morip as the Zac, which again, that's something I'm not used to seeing. Zac support, not something I'm used to seeing at all. Sejuani's still hanging around. She is still hanging around, ready for them to go for this. Evelyn is hanging around too. There we go. Evelyn says, oh crap, in goes the Alistar, in goes the Tristana ulti, I believe, and Alistar's actually getting pretty low. Pops his ulti, and Gosu's just sitting here, hitting from the outside edges. Sejuani comes in, nice ult from Sejuani. That is a popped passive for Zed. They're going to be able to get this kill. And Malphite came in as well, gets a kill onto the Corgi there. Evelyn forced to back off. The teleport came in from the Aurelia, but all she could do was run away. Nice stun there under the tower, though. Forward boost the flash from the Malphite, but unfortunately, that just got her killed. And another 2 kills there for Tristana. They did get a decent number of kills themselves. They got Malphite and Alistar off of it, but again, 7-2-4 high-end Gosu, not so good. And down goes the Zed. Splorch. Oh, Lulu goes down. Splorch was actually enough to finish her off this time. Again, it was Ignite that finished it. And Tristana's going to go for this tower. Do some damage to it. Not going to finish it off, but she is going to do a decent amount of damage to it. Almost chunked half of his life, in that short amount of time. It's pretty impressive. Now just going to go ahead and get the heck out. Can't say I blame her. Alright, finally the junglers. Sorry, we've got Evelyn, played by the best top NA as jungler. That always sucks. And finally, MLD, mid king, but it might actually just be normal. I'm not sure. People like to copy the pros' names, so you can never tell if it's real or fake sometimes, especially when it's stuff like that, because I don't know offhand whether mid king is actually mid or mold. I don't know. But it looks like Alistar getting pretty low here. He does not, I believe, have flash. He doesn't, but if he can jump, he was not able to jump. He goes down. Aurelia gets another kill. And the blue team is trying their best to claw their way back into this. The thing is, though, they are against a fed Tristana. I don't know that they can claw their way back into this. Zed gets way too far forward, and he gets massively slowed there. And he goes on to Malphite. He goes down. That's another kill there for Tristana. Jumps in with the ulti already on the way, and the single auto attack follows through to finish him off. I'm not sure why he went there. I guess because he was just setting up his shadows would be my guess. But it ended up not working out. In goes the Malphite. Corki goes down. In goes the Zac. Not going to be able to do too much. He does go ahead and use his ulti. Aurelia going for Tristana. I don't know that she wants to do that. Tristana is super deadly. And, oh, the heal bait. Yeah, down goes Aurelia. Even with Zac's help, no. That's a double kill for Tristana. Yeah, you don't want to mess with a Tristana that is that fed. And that's going to be another tower kill there. And honestly, this is just widening that gap. She's already got Infinity Edge and Zeal. Right now, she probably has either Phantom Dancer or Static Shiv. She's got 1,500 gold. Not sure if that's quite enough for either of those, but I think it is. And we're about to see as she is actually headed back. Malphite shoving down bottom. But we'll see what he ends up getting when he goes back. Yeah, Static Shiv. I figured as much, but sometimes you see them go for the Phantom Dancer just for the increased attack speed. But Static Shiv is actually really good as well. Gets that extra burst damage. Malphite headed back. Says hi to these guys. They don't see him. They have no idea. Right, tower-wise, 3 towers there for the red team, for 1 tower for the blue team. And unfortunately for the blue team, most of those towers, or 2 of them, are mid lane. And those are exactly the towers you don't want to lose, because that gives the enemy team such a vision advantage, because they've still got these. So their entire jungle, it's really hard to walk around. For their jungle, for the blue team's jungle, they've got to keep it warded now. Otherwise, they could end up losing something. A ward there from the Lulu. Gonna go ahead and do some harass there, but she's getting engaged on, and she was forced to back off. Meantime, Alistar and Tristana shoving down here. They're gonna be able to finish off this tower. There's no way the blue team's gonna be able to get here before Tristana finishes off this tower. And yeah, we see it melting nearly instantly. The Zac and Evelyn are on their way down, but I don't know that they can do this. Evelyn goes in onto the Tristana. Out comes the exhaust. The ult comes out for Tristana, forced to jump away. Burn on her, but in comes that shield from Lulu. Down goes Evelyn. Aurelia jumps in, jumping over the wall there from the Tristana. She's gonna be able to get out of this. And with her, passive attack range, she's able to survive this with no problem. That's a flash from Lulu going for the dragon here. They're gonna be able to get this. Meantime, looks like Malphite got a kill up top onto the Zed. Zed not gonna be able to do much with that ult, actually. And yeah, Malphite just says, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. The bot lane, these guys forced to run away, and that's gonna be a dragon kill here for the red team. I think it's actually the first dragon in the game. I could be wrong. Was there a time before that? I don't remember. I don't remember. After recording 2 games, most of the other game anyway, I don't remember if the other dragon kills I saw were in that game or this game. Darn it. I do know a Corki was involved, but in the other game I was trying to cast, hi, I'm Gosu was Corki. Darn it. Anyway, that's going to be another tower kill here or there for the red team, and that's going to give them even more of a gold lead. Honestly, at this point in time, it's going to be nearly impossible for the blue team to crawl their way back into this one. They are so far behind now. Let's see, 12k behind in gold? That's huge. And when so much of that gold is on Tristana, even if they get the Lulu here, which I'm not 100% certain they will, and indeed they don't, even if they had, I don't think it would matter because Tristana is just so deadly. 12-2-4. She's got Last Whisper, she's got Static Shiv, and she's got Infinity Edge. Down goes the Corki, almost, and in goes the Zac. Almost dies instantly. His passive is popped. Alistar is doing his best to tank up. And in the meantime, Tristana's just sitting on the back lane, just destroying everything here. Down goes the Zac. The Aurelia goes down as well. Actually, Aurelia? Down goes Corki. Triple kill there, yeah. Aurelia ended up going down to who exactly? Is she already dead? No. There she is. Okay, she ends up going down right after she kills the Lulu. She goes down. And that ends up going to Lulu. Triple kill for Hi, I'm Gosu. And they're going to shove down this mid lane. I don't know that they'll be able to finish it off. I kind of doubt it. But they're definitely going to be able to get this tower. There's nothing Evelyn can do to save this tower. With the Tristana and tanks here, if she stuck around, she'd be dead. So the tower's going to go down. The inhib's going to go down. Tristana's just so good at destroying them. But after that, I feel that the red team's probably going to go ahead and back off. Just kidding. Yeah, okay, never mind. They do back off. Evelyn gets scared off by the Sejuani, but not actually going to go for it. For a second there, I thought she was actually going to go for it, which given the respawn timers would have been really, really strange. Malphite. Is this about to be another Zed versus Malphite? No. Zed's actually hunting Tristana. What? Alright, I'm not sure what's going on here. I'm gonna have to go ahead and let this one... Let me see. From what OP.GG is saying, this one actually did complete. We're missing, for some reason, 14 minutes. I don't know what's going on here, but it actually did complete. I don't know that I can cast another one. Because, for whatever reason, these are bugging out here, and... What does this mean? These are recorded as successful games. So I don't know what the deal is. These games actually did have an ending. And in this case, of course, the ending was Tristana. Tristana got that kill. But for some reason, OP.GG just failed or something? I don't know. But yeah, this one ended up being a win there for the Tristana. He ended up going 17-5-11. So lots more action. But for whatever reason, it is just bugging out. And I think it's actually going to be the case for all of them. So I'm going to have to let this one go. I'm really sorry about this. Hopefully, whatever bug is going on with OP.GG will be fixed by the next game. And I'll try to do another Hi, I'm Gosu for that one. Because I don't like ending on this. If you want me to do the previous one as well, I will. That one was actually a Corki by Hayam Gosu. He did really well early game, but he ended up losing it. But either way, yeah, this kind of sucks. So I hope you guys enjoyed the game up until now. I really enjoyed it, and knowing that it does end up turning out with the Hayam Gosu win, not really all that surprising. But I'm going to have to leave this one here. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys next time. Have a good night. Bye. Alright, so after looking at it again, it is actually not the game I was thinking of. It is 17-3-5 that he ended at. I still don't know what's going on here. The game ended up going 24 minutes and 2 seconds, so we're missing 2 minutes of the game. And I don't know what's going on. I really have no idea. It's like, for some reason, OP.GG is just bugging out and not recording the last of the game. Because this game definitely did end, and it resulted in a win there for that Tristana. Again, sorry about that, but luckily we didn't miss nearly as much as I thought. That was actually a different game that he was Tristana in. But we're still missing 2 kills by him and a death. But yeah, it's not as bad as I thought. But anyway, have a good night, guys. Bye.